Get your pencils and crayons. Let's draw. Okay, today we have a different style of landscape. This one you can have a lot of freedom with. You can make it morning time. You can make it sunset. You could change the season, spring, summer, fall. But in this one, the way we need to start is with a horizontal orientation on our paper. So it's 9 tall, 12 wide, and we're going to use a very low horizon line, very low. But first we're going to put our center focus right here. Giant teardrop shape, upside down. Draw it light till you get it right. Now below this giant teardrop shape, we're going to put a little square. Just sketch a little square in there. Now, go up to the side of your upside down teardrop and draw a line that connects to the top corner of the square. And do the same thing on the other side. We're going to build a hot air balloon scene today. Let's draw one right up the middle, just up a little ways. Now, some of these lines we won't even see later, but up in the top part of the balloon, I want to use a kind of a wavy line, like a curl, like the side of a flower. Then it's going to be a second layer, and then a third layer. Maybe one little line right there. Something like that. Now let's break this into a basket look with texture. We're going to use horizontal lines to give it the beginning, and then vertical lines to look like a basket, or the same texture you would build if you were making a brick wall. But in this case, it will help us understand it's a hot air balloon. So we'll think, oh, that's a basket. Now, we're going to put a cloud in the sky behind our hot air balloon. And on this side, it's going to kind of look like half of a hat. Like a cowboy hat, brim, and then just the top. On the other side, you're going to, if you need to put a dotted line to keep your place, you can, or you can eyeball it. But if I used a dotted line, it would start me there. Boom, bitty boom. And now I have a cloud behind my hot air balloon. Now I'm going to put a smaller cloud up here. Same kind of system. It's kind of rounded. Maybe there's a long edge on it. Just kind of fluffy little playful cloud. You might want to put a thinner cloud in the distance, so it needs to appear to be smaller. Now that's going to start giving your picture more distance. Down below, I'm going to make a slope of a line. Then I'm going to overlap and go below it a little ways and go up. Oh, my pencil broke. Up and over. And on the other side, I'm going to come over and meet it. Okay. I'm going to put a small break in my line over here so I can drop in a small tree. A stretched out letter C. See the letter C? And then a backwards stretched out letter C. That gives you the beginning of a tree trunk. We can extend this to make it look like fingers or the root system on a tree. Kind of like one of those trees you see in a Winnie the Pooh book. You can make a swirl like you make a cinnamon roll and put a knot in the tree trunk. You could even put an opening on the tree trunk there. Now the same idea that we use to make clouds, we'll use that to make our tree. it can go off the page. Now let's see, what can we add? Oh, I'm going to put mine as a sunset. So I'm going to put part of a circle showing in that little area. The sunset will show up when I color it. In this little area here, I think I'm going to add a fence. Now, right here is the closest to us. And if I build the fence to go over that hill, it needs to be shorter to make it look farther away. So up close, I'm going to start building my fence. You can build it that way. As it gets farther away from you, they'll be smaller and closer together. Just little rectangles until they go over the hill and disappear. You can connect those with lines. And put a second rail on it if you'd like. Just connecting with lines. All right. I'm going to Sharpie this for you guys. Then I will color it, and I hope you have a great time. Remember, you can choose the season, summer, spring, fall. You can choose the time of day, morning or evening. Have a great time. As I begin to color, you will notice I did not Sharpie the outlines around my clouds. I wanted to have soft lines in my sunset. Now this is a choice. You can Sharpie your outlines if you'd like. I used crayons. Crayons are amazing for blending. You can even see the sun rays that I put in my blending. Never underestimate the power of your crayons.